to the Hour of the J podcast. I am Laser, your
boy
host.
Joe. All right, so like a shit ton of stuff happened this past week, like a ton. I
Craziest week ever, like with
the biggest
with the MLB and NFL free agency simultaneously happening. Like that was nuts. No, that was so much fun.
Yeah, that was crazy. But after all, we are an NFL related
Of course.
thing. The biggest thing this week is obviously the Cleveland Browns. They have traded for Deshaun Watson, everyone's favorite sex offender. He is now on the Cleveland Browns.
I mean, and I think they might argue with you in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I guess probably.
I think Big Ben's up there in the rankings.
Yeah, but yeah,
the quarterback carousel.
Yeah,
I just want to.
Yeah, it was crazy. Where does this place Cleveland?
Yeah, I just want to talk about the quarterback carousel for a second now. Just think about it like this. So yeah, Deshaun Watson was rumored to go to either the Falcons, Saints, Panthers, or Browns, and he ruled out of those four. The Texans agreed to trade with all four, and it was a matter of which team Deshaun wanted to go to, he would go to. And the first team that he eliminated was the Browns. Everyone's like, "Yo, okay, fine." So he's out of them, and then he opted out of the Panthers. So it's like, okay, it's in between the Falcons and Saints. It's like, okay, and then it looked like he was for sure going to the Falcons because he's from Atlanta, and it would just make a lot of sense for him to want to go home, play there. It would be awesome. But then he just last minute just decided, hey, yeah, Atlanta has a shit roster. Let's go to Cleveland and win.
So they're a winning team now, basically.
I mean, I don't know about that because of the fact that, first of all, he's not going to be there for the first 7 games, presumably. I'm assuming Jacoby Brissett, who they also signed, will be starter for a lot of games. And if they don't get a lot of mercy from the schedulers, there could be a lot of it could be a really rough start, and maybe they don't even recover from that. Plus, Deshaun Watson hasn't played for a year.
They're not starting Deshaun at the beginning of the season?
I mean, no, I'm assuming he's getting suspended.
Oh. How many games is that? I forgot.
I'm assuming 7.
7 games?
That's what I'm assuming.
No, but that's not fair. It should be
Why? Why is it not fair, dude?
Hold up. No. 7 games?
Dude, Tom Brady got 4 for deflating balls. He inflated.
He was inflating balls. I get that. No, we talked about this last week.
But
yeah, I guess.
But yeah,
did Big Ben even get a suspension?
Yeah, of course. I think 5 games though.
5, so for actual.
I'm not sure.
For actual
sure.
But
I'm not sure.
What Big Ben did was actual whatever.
Yeah,
and that's 5, and this is
Right, been a little kid.
Yeah, and this is was it kid?
I believe so. But that was before the Me Too movement. Now it's,
how old was?
Now it's getting the recognition.
How old was the kid?
I'm not sure. I don't.
Yo, we gotta check. You could check that up.
Yeah, let's Google pedophiles. But
no, Big Ben's a pedophile, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh. I think so.
But how did this get a pass? I know before Me Too, but pedophilia was still bad, right?
Yeah, it was before.
Dude, I was alive during this time.
Yeah, it was before Me Too. Okay. Yeah, so she was a bit older. I think she was a hotel employee.
How old? Was it a full out, straight up rape?
Yeah.
How old?
I have to figure this out. I'm not sure how old.
I mean, she's working. She's got to be at least 16, right? Or 15.
There's a bunch. It might have been more than one. I'm not sure.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know. He's a creepy dude. But fine.
Shit. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Back to Deshaun on the Browns.
Okay. So he's gonna miss. Dark. He's gonna miss the first 7 games.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
And then if they don't get mercy from the schedulers, which I assume they probably will because they want the primetime games, so I'm assuming they will get mercy. But if they don't, I mean, they're screwed. They start like 2-5. Like, they're screwed. But I digress.
Any chance of a wild card there?
Of course, but also you never know. He didn't play for a while. I mean, Le'Veon Bell, when he stopped playing, he came back and he was awful. I mean, like, you never know. Maybe he just won't be good anymore.
I mean, this has happened before. Like, Baker was a good quarterback when he went over there, right?
To Cleveland?
Yeah.
And
then they didn't really go anywhere.
Oh, you're saying like that.
Yeah.
Baker was shaky, but he's not like elite. Like, Deshaun Watson's elite. But you're right, though. It could not even make a difference.
Right. Like, it could be there's just some other issues there.
Right. I think it will it will work. I don't know. It will work at times. I don't know if it will work the way they want it to 100%.
It's definitely an upgrade. Don't get me wrong.
It's definitely an upgrade. But the thing is, right, other than Cooper, he doesn't really have any, like, receivers past Cooper. They're definitely going to be run first team. But they definitely have a quarterback who could take the team on the back and on his back in clutch.
A problem like they have for most teams is that they're in the AFC. They're in like the new AFC.
Yeah, they're in
they're in the new AFC.
Which we're gonna.
By the way, the AFC West now has Devontae Adams.
Right.
Holy shit.
But yeah, we'll get back to that. But I just want to talk about the carousel. Right. So after he goes to the Browns, that means Baker's available, and then the Falcons still need a quarterback. The Saints still need a quarterback. The Panthers still need a quarterback. The Colts and the Seahawks, and then the guys. Okay, fine. So then immediately after this happens, the Saints just go right to Jameis. They're back with Jameis, and they're riding the season. And then meanwhile, so now it's like Baker. Okay, fine. Baker go. The best situation for Baker seems like the Colts. Like that's the place where he would win, and that's the best quarterback available.
Right, but the Colts decided to
Right, exactly. So the Falcons had this like huge cap piece in Matt Ryan, and for some reason the Colts decided it's worth taking on that huge cap. I guess they felt Matt Ryan was that much better than Baker,
but like
they decided to take it on.
I think the Falcons like won that trade. They got a few third.
I mean, they got a third for a 36-year-old.
I mean, pretty good for like a guy who's taking up cap and they get some good draft picks.
Exactly.
Like they're gonna that's good for their rebuild, dude. Like that is a great trade for them.
I mean, Matt Ryan, it could be a win-win. Matt Ryan could ball. But like, I doubt he's going to be back in the NFL next.
Who's the best receiver on the Colts? So what's that
Pittman.
guy? Pittman, yeah.
Pittman, the YouTuber. Shout out.
He's a YouTuber.
Yeah, you gotta check out his YouTube channel. It's dope. He goes like behind. He like vlogs like actual NFL games.
Oh,
it's awesome.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
You gotta check it out.
All right. Okay. So
it's awesome. It's like when the Colts have like an embarrassing loss.
Well, dude, maybe
you have to go check out the
dude.
vlog.
That could
work
awesome. Though. You could maybe get like a 49ers thing. Where basically, Jonathan Taylor basically just takes him to the postseason, and then you have Matt Ryan just making the occasional
from
pass.
the past 5 years, it's like from Andrew Luck to Jacoby Brissett to Phillip Rivers to who they had last year to Carson Wentz to now Matt Ryan. That's like 5 quarterbacks in 5 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of switch.
Right. I mean, they can't compete.
This got to be the one.
Another problem thing in the AFC is even if you manage to like put some team together, you can't compete.
Yeah,
you just can't.
But yeah, fine. Let's keep on going. So then the Colts are now fine, and then the Falcons signed Mariota. So now it's like, where does Baker go? A lot of guys are saying he should go to Seattle, and like you have some dope weapons there and a nice coach. I'm saying no. I'm just saying like remember why Baker was brought to Cleveland. Baker was brought to Cleveland because to transform the team from that losing culture into a winning culture, to go in there to be the baller, the star, like the guy who can go and transform that entire culture. And Seattle doesn't need that. I mean, they got Pete Carroll already. So I feel like Drew Lock's actually a really good fit there. If I were them, I would just ride Drew Lock. With the Drew Lock swag with the DK Metcalf, I feel like that would be a lot of fun. I'm rooting for that to stay. I think for Baker, the best fit right now would be Carolina. They feel like just losers. They feel like a joke right now. I mean, Sam Darnold blew up in their face. I feel like they're a joke right now, and I feel like bring in Baker, who can just shut the shit down and make them a winner. I mean, he's controversial.
They have weapons.
I'm not saying right. Of course, right. I'm not saying he's professional, but he brings a winning mentality. And you're right, they have a ton of weapons. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, they're stacked. So that's how I would want to see Baker. But then that leaves the only guy really, Jimmy G's kind of like stranded, like he has no team really to go to, except for Seattle. that would be a weird thing. Like if Seattle offers a high pick to San Fran, like would San Fran do it in division trade?
Well, I mean, didn't they want they? I mean, they want to get rid of him anyway.
But it's an in division trade.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That
depends. Like, is he good?
See, this is what I'm rooting for.
Is he like that awesome that they're like, we can't give him to?
I don't know. Maybe they feel like it would look really embarrassing if they're getting destroyed 2 times a year by the guy they just traded, and especially if Trey Lance isn't the real deal. I don't know if they would really want to do it. Plus, like,
what do you think? How would the Seahawks fare with Jimmy G? Do you think it would be like that amazing?
I think Drew Lock could do better. I don't know. I mean, he's a system quarterback, and I feel like Pete Carroll could run a good system if he stops stop insisting so much on running the ball all the time. I feel like they can have a good system, play action.
Jimmy G might have been an okay pickup for Pittsburgh if they didn't screw that up.
I mean, Mitchell's a project. I mean, Mitchell's ceiling's probably higher, but definitely his floor is way lower. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the main reason why people are pushing Baker to Seattle so much is because they're like, because Jimmy G can't go to Seattle. But I'm saying, who cares? Why does Baker or Carolina care about Seattle? Like, screw them. I don't know. I feel like I want them to keep Drew Lock, but I don't know what does Jimmy G do?
I mean, if he's got nowhere to go, he's
would they just hold on to him as a backup? That would be weird.
Yeah. Oh man.
Like, where does he? Like, where else is even open? Like, Detroit, not really. Nowhere.
If Detroit does, if they want to, I don't know if they want to get rid of Jared Goff.
And they're gonna probably draft a guy also. Houston likes Davis Mills. I would say that's a no. Maybe a backup for the Giants. Maybe a start. Maybe the Eagles. But I doubt it really. I have no idea. I feel like there's nowhere really.
The Dolphins are still set on Tua, right?
And they have Teddy B as a backup quarterback.
I'm trying to think here, dude. Right, maybe the Rams just extended Stafford, right?
Maybe the Saints are just like, fuck it.
Well, they just re-signed
quarterback battle.
I mean, they just re-signed James.
Yeah, maybe they want to. Maybe they want a quarterback battle. I mean, I'm assuming he gets released.
I don't know, man. Seattle's the best. Maybe Seattle will be the best place for him, but you're saying they're not going to do the division.
Maybe it is a release, and then the Seattle just picks him up. I don't know.
Man, dude, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck. There is literally nowhere for him to go.
Kind of a little sad career, though.
I know it is a pretty sad career, and but I feel like at this point it's his fault. There have been a lot of injuries where he's been nursing, and the persona now of him being a flaky bitch is his fault. But yeah, let's just get into that's just the quarterback. Go ahead.
Last thing I want to cover is where now that Adams is on the Raiders, right?
Yeah,
I feel bad for Rodgers, dude, because he decided to go all in on the Green Bay.
What the hell, Green Bay? What the hell, Devontae Adams? Like,
first of all,
good
Aaron job, Rodgers, Vegas, dude. Like,
first of all, hey, yes, but Aaron Rodgers, do your research. I mean, before you go and sign that huge contract and stay and commit, maybe check with Devontae and be like, yo, you're staying also. Maybe
what happens now? He doesn't have a star receiver. Like,
he has forget star. Marcus Valdez-Scantling's gone too. He's got Allen Lazard and Robert Tonyan are his best targets right now.
So he's like one of those veteran quarterbacks stuck on a crap team.
They're not a crap team, but they got no receivers.
I mean, right. Okay.
They got good running back, good line, good defense. I mean, minus the Darius Smith, most likely.
Does this trade unlock Derek Carr now that he's surrounded by the team?
I believe so. I mean, if not now, when? I mean, Hunter Renfrow, Devontae Adams.
Where you got Renfrow Adams, that's a good duo.
Good running game, good offensive, good head coach.
So is this another
I mean, there's got to be a
top-tier AFC West team?
I don't know, because it's so crowded there. I don't even know if this helps. I think this definitely makes them better than Denver. I mean, especially they have also Chandler Jones on the defense. That's a really stacked team. Also, they're definitely better than Denver in my opinion.
I just don't see how is this coordinated? He signs this huge deal with Green Bay, and then Adams is gone. What the hell? What happened, man?
It seems like the whole time Devontae really wanted to go to Vegas. That was always his favorite
Rodgers,
team.
I'd be kicking myself right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially, I think about it. He's like the clear favorite. Everything's good. Then all of a sudden, like, Brady's back. Devontae's gone now. It's like, ouch.
It's like now, yeah. Speaking of tiers, though, why don't we,
Yeah, let's talk about it. Here are my contenders. These are my, got 7 teams who are, like, for sure contenders. Everyone else is, like, a maybe. Like, there are things, like, they're close. Here, I got 7 teams that are close. And then about, like, let's say 8 teams. 8 teams are, there are 7 teams locked, Super Bowl contenders, and then there are, like, 8 teams that are, like, close, like, almost there. So my 7 teams are, so I got the 49ers. I feel they are for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a ballsy one. That's a ballsy one.
Just think about, like, their offense is stacked. They got, like, the best O-line in the league. They got, like, receiving, like, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. Like, good luck. You're not guarding them. Running game with Shanahan's scheme will always be good. With especially they pull out random running backs from like the undrafted class, and they just like turn them into superstars. Especially like Trey Lance seems to be the shit. He seems to be the real deal. I have full confidence in Trey Lance, and yeah, there's nothing really stopping them unless like Trey Lance implodes. There's nothing really stopping them on offense. Defense, they might have a bit of a secondary problem, but they'll deal with that.
They have one of the better defenses.
They'll deal with the secondary in the draft. We got Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. They have a sick defense also. Yeah, I have my full confidence in them. Yeah, they have everything. The coach, the culture, everything. Next is, so then also the Chiefs, of course. Right. Just because if you have the GOAT quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, and the GOAT receiver, and the GOAT tight end.
Now they got Juju.
You have Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, right? And you got Juju as your number 2, McCall Hardman as your number 3. That's a stacked wide receiver core. Yeah, they're for sure gonna be contenders. Andy Reid's a great coach. The only thing really stopping them is A, their run game, B, their pass game now minus Tyrann Mathieu is not the best. And then also Eric Bieniemy, that might be a huge deal. I don't know about the culture right now, but they definitely talent-wise, especially on offense, they're unbeatable. Then there's Cincy, which I wouldn't have them on this top tier, like I said, by the Super Bowl, if they didn't stack up their O-line like they did. Like adding a premier tackle in Lil Collins, adding a premier guard in Alex Kappa, adding a center, Ted Karras. Like, they fully invested in their O-line. Huge props to them. And, like, they don't really have a clear weakness now. Like, maybe corner, they'll deal with that in the draft. Yeah, they seem absolutely stacked. You argue with any of these 3 so far?
No. I mean, maybe San Fran. I don't know.
What problem would you even have with them?
I don't
like quarterback, I guess. But
yeah, I'm just they're outclassed in quarterback. I mean, that's why this past year they didn't. I mean, they were close. They didn't make it all the way because they were outclassed in quarterback.
Right, but Trey Lance. I mean, we don't really know, but I feel like this reminds me of Kansas City when Mahomes first came. He was redshirted the first year. Alex Smith was the quarterback. Alex Smith was playing like an MVP for the beginning of the season. They go to the playoffs. They Alex Smith gets outclassed by like Marcus Mariota of all quarterbacks, and they lose. And then they trade Alex Smith right away, and it's like Patrick Mahomes is that wild card. And it's like, what is he? He ends up like winning MVP, throwing for 50 touchdowns. Okay, going nuts.
That remains to be seen. You have a lot of faith in Trey Lance.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very similar situation.
We'll see then.
We'll see then.
But
he played well in this last start. But yeah, right. The next team that I feel is in that goated category is Buffalo, of course. I mean, they got the professional culture.
Just that defense needs a little tweaking, but
the secondary is awesome. Poyer, Hyde, like that secondary is amazing. The problem is with the rush. I mean, they're gonna have to
play KC again.
The pass rush is good with especially when they added Von Miller now. That was
a huge signing, by the way. Like that maybe
way too much money and way too many years. But that's a huge signing. Still a huge upgrade for this year.
Maybe that's this year at least. Is that all their defense needed? Because now
because they still don't have like run stoppers.
Right.
I'm still skeptical about the run.
The Chiefs don't have a great running game, so
the Ravens do. The Bengals do. Yeah, sorry, that won't really work. But Yeah, they also improved their O-line, of course, but running game, they really didn't. They tried signing J.D. McKissick, but J.D. McKissick's like, oh, I can go to a Super Bowl like favorite in Buffalo. Now I'm going to go back to like the Commanders. Weird decision over there. And it was the same money also. I guess it's just like familiarity. But yeah, right, Buffalo I feel like is a contender. They still have very similar issues to last year. I think like running it, they'll probably have similar problems. But like again, and also stopping the run. But definitely they're one of the most professional and hungry for a win, for a Super Bowl win team. So
Stephon Diggs is double hungry now because that's right. 2 years.
Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, Von Miller, like these guys want a ring now, and they're ready, and they're gonna roll. And now with Von Miller, they have that Super Bowl, the guy with the who's been there.
Maybe with Von Miller, those last 13 seconds where they blow it, their defense blows it, doesn't happen.
Maybe that's not right. I feel like they're right. They got a lot more professional and they're ready. But right, let's see if those holes like actually show. We'll see. Next is the team that I feel improved the most in the offseason. It gotta be the Chargers. I mean, I have them in this tier. You think it's too soon?
Okay.
Is that
again,
too soon?
like what you said, you're putting a lot of faith in things that haven't played out yet or that we don't know for sure.
I mean, we know Herbert's gonna ball. We know Herbert's gonna ball, all right?
Right. You have to know if the team's gonna work.
So, offense is set. Offense is the same as last year. They're gonna run it back and be awesome again.
Right. You have to know if the defensive team's gonna work. Like that's what.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like
on paper you're right.
I feel like you add Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson to a defense, it's good. There's no like, it worked. No, it works every time. So they got Derwin James and J.C. Jackson in that backfield. Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa in the front field. Joseph Day to block the run.
Right. So
that's a stacked, awesome team.
So let's say they're playing KC. You think that Justin Herbert has the ability to outduel?
I mean, he literally did it last year and almost did it twice. He almost outdueled Mahomes twice. If not for that defense, he would have. And now that defense added Khalil Mack and JC. That team is stacked. Like replenish the O-line more in the draft, and then stack up that defense with more youth, and they will definitely be one of the teams to beat. And I feel like they're there already, even if they blow this draft. They're absolutely stacked in every position.
100%.
It's a scary team.
Yeah.
All right. Then, of course, there's the Rams. I mean, despite losing Von Miller and OBJ, they add Allen Robinson, and, they got the coach. Stafford's iffy, but, he's good enough. They're a professional team again. They have a good running game, good line.
Of course, the Super Bowl MVP.
Cooper Kupp, of course. Yeah. There. Aaron Donald, of course, who should have won MVP.
He should have.
They're still a stacked team. They're still going to be in there. I mean, I feel like they're going to be on chill mode. I can't forget Jalen Ramsey, best corner in the league. But I feel like there might be too much in chill mode. So I don't know. They're not going to be my team to go there, but they're definitely in the conversation. And then of course Baltimore. They got to be in the, especially after this offseason. Even if they didn't sign anyone, they already would be in that conversation. Just from the guys who are getting back. Just from the health, they improve at quarterback, they improve at running back, they improve at line, they improve at cornerback. They improve. Let's go. Yeah, they just improve in almost every position just from the guys coming off the IR. You get Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, Ronnie Stanley, all back. That's a lot of Pro Bowlers right there, and they're all coming back. Already they're stacked team.
It's gonna be one hell of a defense. I will admit that.
Yo, we were missing two All Pros in the secondary last year, so the secondary sucked. Okay, let's add another All Pro. So we got 3 All Pros coming to the secondary next year. And then it's they add another awesome tackle in Morgan Moses to that O-line who was already getting Ronnie Stanley back. That's a really stacked team with not a lot of holes. They need a veteran wide receiver. They'll improve the O-line a little bit more in the draft. They'll have some young guys that weren't really ready for the O-line last year who I'm assuming will be more ready this year. And then they need a pass rusher, and then that's it. They're set. They're good to go. I mean, also, yeah, the running game is going to be way more improved this year. The run blocking, because they got Derek Wolfe coming in off the IR, and then if he doesn't retire, Michael Pierce, who had a great year last year, they brought him back. That's going to be an amazing run D. which they were lacking last year. Also, yeah, running game, like all the old guys that they had to have there, like Devontae Freeman and Latavius Murray, like they're replacing them with like youth, like awesome youth, like J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, like Pro Bowl level talent. They don't really have that many flaws. They got a great culture, of course. I feel like they're Super Bowl contenders / favorites. Can you say anything to disagree? Say, oh, Lamar.
I'm not.
Just don't.
I'm not going to disagree with everything you said is true. I'm just saying again what I said before with the Niners is getting outclassed in the position of quarterback.
Who's outclassing Lamar?
If it comes down, plenty of people in the AFC can outclass Lamar.
They can in a duel.
I'm saying if it comes down to the duel, that's what I'm saying. If it comes down,
Lamar.
If it comes down to making that one.
I think Lamar showed last year he could.
I understand, but if it comes down to making that one pass, who would you rather take, Patty Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
But it's not going to get there because of how much better they are.
Of course,
not even getting there.
Of course. I should have known.
If it gets there, hypothetically, I would take Mahomes, but I would trust Lamar as well. I would trust him because he did it last year. He beat Mahomes. It came down to that pass, and he made it. He did it against the Browns. He did it against the Colts. The Browns 2 years ago. He did it against the Colts last year. He did it against the Chiefs, of course. Like, he has shown he has the ability. He definitely has the ability to go and make that drive.
Again, everything you're saying is true. It just, I guess it just comes down to like those moments in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
I feel he can do it. He's shown he has the capability of balling. He has won a playoff game. It's not like he can't win in the playoffs, and he has shown he can take a team on his back and win with them.
Saying a lot.
I think Mahomes can do it more, but I think Lamar can do it also. So like,
I just think a lot of these AFC playoff games are just going to be scoring matches.
So if you
understand this,
yes.
Right?
So with the Ravens have a significantly better defense than the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs don't have Matthew anymore. They have like Eric Reed in the secondary. And then like their pass rushers like Ingram, Chris Jones, and like that's basically their defense. Versus the Ravens, who have a lot more of a stacked defense. They got like a really good run defense and a crazy stacked secondary. So they definitely have a better defense.
A good defense can apply pressure and fluster Mahomes. Like
so, let's say, all right, if we want to like scale us 1 to 10. So let's say the Ravens. I would say the Ravens have like a 9 defense. As opposed to the Chiefs have more of like a 6. And then when it comes to clutch like comebacks, like Mahomes has got like 10, 9, 8, like in that area, like clutches, and then like I think Lamar would be like a tier lower. Like 8, 7.
Right. Okay. So again, I don't know.
I don't think that difference. I think the discrepancy between the talent between the other pieces other than Mahomes versus on the Chiefs and the other pieces other than Lamar on the Ravens is a bigger discrepancy between the discrepancy between quarterbacks and the clutch.
You're counting on the defense there to
No, I'm saying Lamar is very good when in the clutch, and then Mahomes is sorry, I'll rephrase that. Lamar has the capability of being very good in the clutch, while Mahomes has the capability to be great in the clutch. But I feel like just because Mahomes can be better doesn't mean that he has the edge. Like, doesn't mean that Lamar can't.
Now, what happened in the beginning of last season? What that game where you lost to Cincy? What was up with that game?
Cincy?
In the beginning of the season, I think. Towards the beginning.
That we were experiencing a lot of injuries. There's a flexing roster. It wasn't really working out.
Right. Okay. But so at full force, I
also the line also sucked. So hopefully, like they already improved the line with Moses. Ronnie Stanley is going to be back, and then hopefully they'll draft one more guy, and then we'll be set at line.
I definitely understand what you're saying, and you could be right. I just think again, like I said before, a lot of these things just remain to be seen, man.
Okay, it remains to be seen, but I'm telling you, most likely, like I feel the confidence to put this out there. I'm putting this out there. TikTok it. The Ravens, in my mind, are favorites to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, those are my 7 teams that have the capability to just win right now. Then there are the teams who are right there. The teams that, like, I need to see it. I just need
tier
to
number
see.
2 over here.
Yeah, these are like the teams, the B tier, the tier that I want to like, the teams I need to see. I need to see if this all works out. Like on paper, like very nice, but I just need to see if it all works out. So let's just start with the Packers. Like, I shouldn't even have them here.
Yeah.
But it's just the back-to-back MVPs are quarterback. You have a really good run. You have a running game. You have a good line. Your defense is losing pieces, but it's still pretty good. You don't have any weapons at all. But if you have to pick a quarterback to be your quarterback, if you have shitty weapons, I think you're gonna pick Aaron Rodgers. So I mean, they have the right quarterback to win in this game. So can Aaron Rodgers, can he carry this entire team on his back, and like, yo, I couldn't win last year or 2 years ago when I had the best wide receiver in the league, well, top 3. So like, now that he's gone, I'm gonna win. That doesn't really sound so logical, but maybe it happens. I don't know. Maybe this sparks a fire under Rodgers. I don't know. It's like iffy.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see it, but All
right. Then there's Cleveland, which is like on paper, yeah, great. You have an amazing wide receiver quarterback, led the league in passing yards when last time he played. Big emphasis on last time he played. You missed an entire year. I don't know how much he's been working on his game. He might be a bit rusty. He might have a huge suspension. We don't really know. He's a huge wild card. They don't, and also it's the Browns. They have a history of fucking things up. I don't know, like they've been in Super Bowl. They've been in the they've been called contenders before, just for them to finish below 500 and not a playoff team. So I don't know. Can we really trust them? Then, right, that's where I'm looking at. That's where I'm at with them. I mean, their defense is going to be good. Stefanski, we think, is good, but I don't know. Like, will Deshaun Watson be the guy? Will it work or not? But yeah,
he's got to be team leader though. Also,
right. It is funny that they're like, or they're getting rid of Baker because reportedly they want an adult. And they get the guy who's too horny that he gets himself into this
he's not
situation.
even. How old is he?
What?
He's pretty young.
Yeah, he's like 26ish. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. He's very mature. He's very, very mature.
Super mature. Yeah. I mean, whatever.
I don't even get it because like if you're Deshaun Watson, right?
I mean, he makes Kanye West. Wait, he makes Kanye West seem mature.
Like if you're Deshaun Watson, okay, I know we've been shitting on Deshaun for like the past like month. I was thinking, if you're Deshaun Watson, like how easy is it to get laid? And like exactly. You're asking a masseuse to like
Urban Meyer got laid, and he's like 60.
Dude,
in a bar.
Everybody could get freaking Danny DeVito could get laid right now if he wanted to. He's a millionaire.
All right.
Like, okay, I don't know if it's like, but like, I just don't get it, man.
Like, saying why risk your career
for some massage guy to touch your dick? It's like you can get laid or have sex with like probably like whoever you want to. Like you're a popular quarterback. Like everyone knows who you are. Sure, wherever you go, there's like people all over the place, man.
All right.
It's like why? Just why? What is it about like?
Yeah, what is it about forcing it? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But yeah, that's my thing with Cleveland.
I don't really. This is what I don't understand about all these famous people who are like have all these like allegations. I'm like, bro, if you want to get laid, it's super easy.
I understand like wanting a specific person. Like I understand like how you get into that situation.
Like
I don't understand like this. It's like 20 different random people.
Like you're not Bill Cosby. Like you don't have some weird fantasy about drugging women to sleep and then raping them. I don't know if it's getting like too dark for you, man. I'm just saying like. I don't think he's like psychopath like Bill Cosby, right? So like, it's very easy to get laid, man. You have money,
right?
It's very easy.
It is weird. Right, fine. So next, back to tier listing. Just a smooth transition. Speaking of psychopaths, speaking of psychopaths, let's go to like Tampa. Great, Brady. Brady's the next team on my list. I mean, like the concerns I would have with them is just maybe like is the Brady Arians thing, is that done? Is that dead? I don't know. Also, but Brady comes back and he has no guards anymore.
So they got to keep Fournette around. They got to make sure he sticks around.
Right.
If he doesn't stick around, that's a huge blow to their offense.
And Aaron Jones is not that bad. I mean, Ronald Jones is not that bad. But like they lost their guards with in free agency as Kappa went to the Bengals, and their other guard left as well. I'm blanking on to where. But yeah, they lost their guards. That's definitely a hole that they'll need to cover. But they don't want Brady being sacked all the time. I mean, they made the trade for Shaq Mason, so maybe they already did that. So I don't know. Like their O-line definitely needs improvement. They're gonna need more improvement on the defense. But that's still a really talented team. I just don't know. Like, can Brady and Arians still work out all that stuff? So yeah,
especially if Brady doesn't really want to play there.
That remains to be seen.
That's gonna be just like a momentum killer. He doesn't really want to be there.
But they're definitely a super stacked team. They definitely have the pieces to win a Super Bowl next year. We just need to see if they will put it together. Next would be Vegas, which, I mean, come on.
Dude, you're a big Derek Carr fan. I don't know why Vegas should be pretty high on your list right now.
I mean, they're definitely they're not top tier, just because I can't really trust McDaniels yet. Because last time he did this, he failed, so I can't really trust McDaniels yet. But I think Derek Carr with these weapons will be awesome. Like, yeah, I fully trust Derek Carr with these weapons and the running game with Josh Jacobs to lead them to somewhere awesome. But right, the question is,
their defense is up to par.
Question is, like,
is the defense up to par?
I mean, the secondary is a bit iffy, but I mean the pass rush with Chandler Jones should be amazing. And Max Crosby, that's a sick pass rush. Yeah, also the Colts, right? I want to know how 36-year-old Matt Ryan would do with this.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been doing great these past.
He doesn't really
years.
have the weapons, but he has has an amazing running back. But he has should have been offensive player of the year last year. All right, and yeah, the thing those are all my teams are like almost there. Sorry, Denver, you don't make it. Sorry, Philly's close. Dallas is close, but
what happened to Dallas, bro? Hold up.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about the final tiers. We'll talk about them next week. We gotta talk about the rest next week.
You're moving down. Dallas is not even like up there with Vegas and Cleveland.
I mean, they lost Cooper. They lost Randy Gregory. They had an awful offseason. Gregory's been calling them out.
Dallas can't compete with Cleveland, dude.
No, I mean they don't have Myles Garrett.
Wow. Man, the woes of Dallas continue, my guy.
Cleveland has a significantly better running game with Nick Chubb and with and Kareem Hunt. Speaking of women beaters, but
Jeez,
yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh wow, Kareem Hunt and Deshaun Watson are teammates. I didn't even think about that. Wow, that is a canceled team. Right? Yeah, I don't really. Damn. Yeah, I don't really trust Dallas in that sense. I don't know about the running game. I don't know about their head coach. He kind of sucks. They had a really bad offseason, so I don't really know about
his name. McCarthy, yes, his name. Yeah, he screwed up in the playoffs.
But he's in the next tier with New England. Let's talk about that. Here, I'm giving you 10 minutes to vent. Just go. It's just a vent.
No.
I was a Patriots fan, and they were like right there. They were right there, and all they do is trade Shaq Mason, re-sign Trent Brown,
and James White.
Call it a day.
The thing is, I've been so like pumped up by the Red Sox. I was like kind of like, I mean, like, because with the Trevor Story signing, I'm like, yes, let's go.
Just concentrate on this.
I love baseball. I haven't been paying attention to Patriots. But now that I think about it, it sucks ass.
Just concentrate on the Celtics.
First of all,
just concentrate on the Celtics.
Also the Celtics.
Being the best team in the NBA.
The Celtics demolishing the Nuggets.
Being the best team in the NBA, demolishing the Nuggets and the Warriors.
Yeah, it was like, oh my god.
Right. And the Red Sox just killing it with Trevor Story and Jake Diekman.
Yeah. So,
they're going to be a sick team next year.
Yeah, and so I have not paying a lot of attention to the Patriots, to be honest. But
good for you.
No, I'm just saying, like, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love baseball, so like I was so hyped about the Red Sox, but like you didn't get the damn receiver. It's
if their entire free agency is for you is the I love baseball. If it's like, yo, what about the Patriots free agency? And you're like, I love baseball.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. No, there's a reason. There's a reason is because like what the fuck? You got to get that receiver. You didn't get the damn receiver. You're not gonna have offense. Okay, you just don't have any offense. You have like a few like C-level receivers. Okay, a quarterback who you don't know what he's capable of. So great, that's me. Great, awesome.
I mean, Marcus Valdez-Scantling is still out there for you guys.
we'll see. But I really don't have high hopes at all for any of this stuff. James White, that's great. Just what we needed, Bill. Another running back guy, especially
Ty Montgomery. Let's go.
Especially an older one. That's exactly what we needed, Bill.
Ty Montgomery, come on.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Oh. Like it's like no. It's like come on, God. I don't know, man. I just wanted to see them flesh out the roster and add some talent that Mac can work with, because my biggest problem with the Patriots is that, well, on offense is that Mac Jones has nothing to work with. He still has nothing to work with besides a 36-year-old running back. How old is James White?
Really, really old.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Okay, so nothing to work with there. Defense, I don't even like. Great. I mean, I don't think they made. I didn't notice any major changes there. So,
like Terrence Mitchell, the cornerback.
Josh Allen's still going to score 40 points on you next time you play him. Nothing's changing there.
I mean, no, something did change. J.C. Jackson's gone.
Right, like nothing's changing there. So, yay.
Things are changing in a negative way. That's it.
Right. So basically, and then the Chargers are getting better. So you're not going to beat them. You're not going to beat the Raiders. Doesn't look very hopeful.
At all.
At all. I mean, like Jesus, like you can't.
They're probably a bottom 5 team in the AFC.
And the thing is, like, it's not even the quarterback. Like most teams, the problem is you don't have the quarterback.
Right.
You have the goddamn quarterback. Just sign a few fucking people who can play the game of football. Is that beyond you? Get some money, get a receiver who Mac Jones can throw to, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna be
because when you're playing a good defense, he has nowhere to throw to. He doesn't suck. He's nothing to work with. Nothing to work with. Your best receiver is Jacoby Myers. That's your best guy, and he can't take you to the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, I mean, on defense again, you lose J.C. Jackson. You got your old just nothing. It's like you won't even spend Dude, Bill Belichick has to go to the dollar store to find free agents because he ain't spending shit. What? Hey, do you want to win? Do you want to win games? Or no, you don't want to win games.
Guess not. I mean, now would be a good time to rebuild.
I mean, let's think about you're in the fucking AFC. Like, who do you got to play over here? Like, you can't even beat you couldn't beat Miami last year, so you can't beat them this year either. Okay, you can't beat Miami. You can't beat Vegas. You probably can't even beat Indy. You couldn't beat Indy last year, and now I'm assuming
they're better.
They're better, so can't beat them now. You can't beat a single team in the AFC. There's a whole division of people better than you. A whole goddamn
AFC
division.
North and AFC West.
There's a whole division of people better than you.
It's like Jaguars, Texans, Jets. That's it.
Right. So you can beat the shit teams. Like, great. You're beating up on them anyway. Last year did not help you at all when you had to play Josh Allen. It's horrendous. And now you really got me thinking about this because again, I told you I'm telling you the past few days, the Celtics also mad hype. I just when I think of New England sports, I was like, oh, the Patriots are a thing, right? But it's like you have the quarterback. This it's not complicated. It's not like it's not like you're the Browns and your quarterback can't perform and you're stuck. You're not stuck. Just spend money. It's that easy. You have the money. Just take it out of your wallet and spend it. It's so easy. And that's the thing that's the most annoying about it is it's easy to do, but you're not doing it for whatever stupid reason you have. Because Bill Belichick needs to go with the Bill Belichick system. Okay? It's no, you can't win because these new guys who don't adhere to your stupid ass system are way better than you.
He's sounding like the sports hub.
Okay, I think it's warranted here.
It is warranted.
I think the sports hub would say this about the Rams.
Yeah, by the way, the Red Sox are discussing a Craig Kimbrell trade.
Bring him back to Boston, dude.
Yeah,
bring him back. Bring Joe Kelly back. Let's go.
Joe Kelly's not happening. He already signed. But yeah, Craig Kimbrell. That would be the missing piece. They would be complete.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a starter away, but whatever. But there would be they would be essentially complete.
Michael Wacha had his debut today. He didn't do so bad.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh man.
But yeah.
Fuck.
Just one last thing, just before we end this off, just want to give a shout out to the Weekend After Hours greatest album of the 2020s, maybe ever. It brought so many people through the pandemic. Just The Blinding Lights was ranked by Billboard
most famous song ever.
Right. It was ranked by Billboard as the greatest hit in history. That was an iconic album. That album turned 2 this week. So I just want to give a tribute to that one. It was
Dude, The Weeknd
dope.
is something else, man.
I know. He's a real superstar, really growing, really, bringing out his brand in the 2020s. Someone I was not expecting to make such a huge jump. Comeback player of the 2020s.
Man.
And MVP.
MVP.
But yeah, I think that's it for this pod.
And whatever. It's like, whatever. The Red Sox, everyone's like, you spend your money. And then they did it. Patriots aren't doing it.
Right.
Biggest issue right now.
For sure.
So maybe there's something I'm not seeing, I don't know. Maybe they'll be like the Celtics where we're like, do something big, and they just like trade for Derek White, and all of a sudden like,
right, so
I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah. I doubt it, because unlike the NFL, and there's unlike the NBA, you gotta compete with Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and you just physically, just forget about like stats. You physically can't, just physically Patrick Mahomes is faster than your entire team.
I mean, if I were the Patriots, I would probably blow it up. It's probably worth it to rebuild now.
I mean,
just because you can't compete, even if you try.
On the other team is faster than all of your guys on offense.
Right.
You better do something.
Right. You cannot.
Jesus Christ.
You can't compete with the Ravens, Bills, Chiefs. You can't even compete with the Colts, Broncos. So yeah, sorry.
You bet. And the defensive scheme better be something else. Otherwise, you're going to be like, you're going to have maybe 8 wins.
There's no stars. It's like Judon for half a season, and that's it.
Slater.
That doesn't count, dude.
I'm trying to think of something here.
Sorry. While the Ravens are Super Bowl bound, and the Patriots are getting the number one overall pick.
We did underestimate the Patriots last year, and they did surprise us. But
no, don't expect these things. They got worse.
I'm not expecting it at all, and I think that it's even harder for them to pull off something this year,
right? Because they got worse.
They're going to.
Everyone got better.
They got to play the Titans at full health. They're not going to win it. Right. They won against the Chargers. They ain't winning against the Chargers again.
They got to play the Ravens, right? And the Browns.
They got to play the Ravens at full health.
And the Browns and the Steelers.
And we already know what the Bills can do to them. Right. So, look,
and they got to play Mitchell Trubisky. I love
this team. One of the things I love about I love Boston sports. I love it. But, dude, I'm going to call them out on shit because it's shit. Right. I got to. But, all right. That's all for this week. We'll see you guys next time.
We'll talk about the bottom feeders next week. Gotta finish the tier list.
There'll probably be a shit ton of more news. Who knows what will happen.
Of course, the entire league will change.
Yeah, who knows,
like,
man.
Kyler Murray will be traded for Baker Mayfield. I don't know, something crazy.
Jesus, okay.
It'll be like a 4-team trade. I don't know. Something
will happen.
Something ape shit will happen.
Or some guy will commit some other.
We'll talk about Al Michaels. We'll talk about Al Michaels next week because we don't have any time. All right,
peace out. We'll see you guys later.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Hit us up.
Tell us how much we suck. Tell us how much we suck.
Yeah, we're probably wrong. So tell us how we're wrong.
No, I think I'm right.
No. I mean,
we're not the Patriots.
All right.